Hello everybody, this is Tarot Genie. Welcome to your English translation of Sumbul-Fahmaan's energy this week. Okay, I will keep it very short because I have already read the card intuitively, so I already know what is the energy like, so it will not take much time. If you want to know how the cards have come, how the things have showed up, then you can watch the first reading in Hindi. Okay, so what is Sumbul's energy this week? So what I'm getting is that Sumbul will be coming out of her cave. She has been in the cave, which means that she has been away, quite possibly she has been away from social media. And when you are away from social media, it is a social media age and you are hiding from social media, not sharing much of your life. People get curious about you and people also start wondering about you, considering that she is so popular and loved by all. So looks like she was missing from the social front, and that was keeping everybody guessing. What is she up to? What is she doing? Totally curious about her. So where was she really? Well, she was in her cave taking a nice rejuvenating bath. She was in her hermit's cave taking a nice rejuvenating bath, letting go of all the stressful energy which probably she had piled up because she just attended her father's marriage, and we know how stressful a marriage can be. There's so much of work to do. So, washing off all the tiredness from the marriage. At the same time, she was letting go of all her past energies of stress, past energy of low self-esteem, past energy of unworthiness also, which you probably will see because these are the cards that came from here. Okay, so I'm just reading the energies. You have to see which cards and all. You've got to check the first video. So she was basically, taking a very rejuvenating bath, relaxing, energizing, pampering herself, taking good care of yourself, because we have seen that how she was feeling very low, scattered, mostly kind of doubting her self-esteem and doubting her worthiness issues. This is something that we have seen in the previous readings. And here she is taking a rejuvenating bath, which means not only is she washing off all the tiredness she probably has accumulated from being very busy in her father's wedding, organizing everything, but also, all the past energies where she had become very clouded, moony face, doubting herself, thinking too much, all those kind of things. So basically in her cave, away from social media, she was washing off all these burdens and heavy energies, relaxing herself. And boy, see how she is standing here. This is her main energy, Empress energy. She is in her Empress energy this week, yani ki totally powerful energy, tapped in her power like a princess. The way she is so popular, she's totally in her power. And you see the red color is all about power that you exude, feeling confident, shining bright, even coming and showing something, which gives me an idea that probably she will make a social media appearance, or she will have some conference talking to media, introducing her new project, talking about her new project. There could be something like that. But what is really interesting to see here is that after taking a rejuvenating bath, letting go of all the heavy energies, she is feeling so tapped into her power. She is excited, powerful, confident. The red color is all about power and confidence. So yes, she is at her best, creative best, doing the best thing that she is known for, and all this. Very powerful energy for her. Okay. And the death card also showed up, which got us worried. But then this is the death of the analysis paralysis that she was going through when she was in the hermit cave. She had been contemplating on her career. And she had been like, how the analysis paralysis happened. You are too much thinking into it, how to make a career move, how to keep the career on track. This is not a new thing that we know, because we already know that she thinks a lot about her career. She's very scared of making the wrong moves. She wants to make the right moves. Okay, but then this is also kind of the death card is the end of her analysis paralysis that she had entered by fault or whatever. So this is the end of her analysis paralysis. And I think the other cards that she got was to, from this deck, the card that she got was to surrender low self-esteem and surrender to play, which means that she doesn't have to get back into her old energy of doubting herself, because as we can understand that she is just out of the cave. She has just washed off her all the heavy energies, including the self-doubts that were creeping in her heart. But now the universe, her spirit guides are telling that enjoy your avatar, powerful avatar of Empress. And how can you enjoy that? By just surrendering to play, by not overthinking and not even letting her thoughts go into in the past, but by focusing on what she is doing. When you enjoy what you're doing at the present, you are playing, you don't bother about anything. And when you are playing and you're focused on the play, you give the best, you play the best game. So that is what it is. And don't focus on that so low self-esteem and all that. The another thing is that we have got this High Priestess hidden at the back of the deck we had this High Priestess at the back of the deck, and just behind High Priestess we still have the Seven of Swords, which is a very tricky energy, signifying that there are still some negative people around her. These negative people are not the obvious ones. They are not her obvious enemies. These people are shielded. Okay, so you cannot really tell and pinpoint that these are the negative people. Okay, and her guidance from this deck was that she should surround herself with positive energy. Okay, which kind of stands true with this High Priestess hiding this Seven of Sword people, because quite possibly Sumbul doesn't know that there are some negative people that surround her, and she doesn't know because they are hiding behind the veil of High Priestess. So that is why she doesn't know. But Sumbul has this guidance that she should surround herself with positive energy. Let me share this. Let me find this card for you if I can get it, or you can check that out in the first video. Okay, so this is the card she got. So surround yourself with positive people, situation, and avoid negativity. What kind of negativity she should avoid? Of course, the low self-esteem, the past residual energy. She has already washed that off in the bathtub, and she needs to get back to that. She needs to just play and enjoy her powerful avatar that she is going to be seen this week in. And yet everything is going good, but yet there are certain negative people that she needs to be careful of, which are hiding behind the veil of the High Priestess. So this is her energy. She is looking very powerful and she is shining her light this week, going guns blazing. All right, so that is all the guidance for Sumbul this week. Let me quickly give you a rundown for Fahmaan. So Fahmaan's energy is basically that of give me a moment. Alright guys, so this is Fahmaan's energy this week, and what is this really telling? So mostly we see that all the three major cards are all blocked. Okay, and we have the Emperor at the back of the deck, which is also blocked. So what is his basic prediction for this week is that basically he might feel confused this week in terms of his career, like where is it heading. And this is basically happening because he finds himself working with a group of people that he doesn't likes being with. And why am I saying this? I'll just quickly explain this, but in the other video I have really gone in length in explaining this. But basically it is like the people that he's working with, this is Three of Cups in reverse. The people that he's working with, he is kind of feeling that he doesn't likes being there. He feels lost and he feels out of place wherever he is working, because here if you see, here is a little baby. He is literally an infant baby with a diaper, and if you usually see, an infant baby is not left like this out in the open, hanging just above the cup with water pouring on the baby. This is a very uncomfortable situation for the baby. Okay, if you see, and it's like I just get that he feels that I just get that he is working in a situation or with people where he is very uncomfortable and he's out of place, and his basic needs are not met. Like if this is a small infant baby, he will need his feed of milk, he will need his huggies, he will need his pram, he will need his blankets to be snuggled in, to be wrapped into that. He needs his basic stuffs. And what I'm getting is that he is working in a setup where his needs are not really taken care of. Maybe he doesn't have a vanity band, maybe there is no arrangement of food, maybe I also get that with this 2 drinks pouring over the baby, I get that he is pouring, people are just dumping things on him, like you making him work late, making him work too much or not taking care of his needs. And basically the baby feels out of place and not taken care of. And in this kind of a setup, definitely as a Page of Wands in reverse, he is not feeling motivated to work in this setup. Okay. And when I was shuffling this card, I had got the Magician and I had the Empress in reverse side by side when I had cut the deck, which makes me which makes me tell you that with all this very uncomfortable situation in which he is working, and he also wondering like, how is this going? I don't like, he just feels that he's not liking working here, and he doesn't feel very motivated to work here. And with this kind of setup, he is kind of transported back in time where he probably used to work with Sumbul, because the Magician and the Empress in reverse was there. And probably he is missing this Empress. And now why I'm telling this Empress is Sumbul, because in Sumbul's reading you saw that she has turned up in her power avatar of Empress, wearing the red color, bright, bold, creative. So he is kind of missing Sumbul. Well, and maybe when he was working with Sumbul, things were very happy, it was fun, it was cheers, there was so much of colors and all. But now it is like people are just dumping things on him, and his needs are also not taken care of. And when such things are there, obviously you will not feel like working in this setup, right? And what was his guidance? His guidance was that surrender to setting limit. He needs to say no. If his needs are not taken care of, he needs to ask for it. He has to stop settling and compromising. If people are making him work too much, or people are getting too demanding of his time, then he needs to say no. And the other thing is, as we just talked, that he is not liking working on all these things, and he is getting transported into past. And mostly we see that he is focusing on what is not right, while he needs to say no. He has to take care of his needs. He needs to say no, but at the same time he doesn't have to allow himself to wallow in this, like, oh, things are not working. Because what happens once you wallow in this, once you wallow on the negative thoughts, what is not working for you, what happens is you are thrown out of the vortex of high vibration, out into this vulnerable negative space, where you will start attracting more of these negative things in your life, which you obviously don't want. So spirit guides are telling, yes, while you are being dumped and you're not taken care of, and people are being very demanding of whatever you're doing, you need to say no, but at the same time continue to focus on what you want and not on these negative thoughts. So this is Fahmaan's guidance for this week. Okay, more like a bumpy week for his career. Nothing really much, but just like a bumpy and demotivated week for his career. Looks like that. And kind of not liking the people he is working with, mostly because everybody is dumping things on him and he's just not enjoying. And I just strongly get that his needs are not met as a baby, and he feels very vulnerable and left out. Okay, because he is not able to gel with different people. The baby is hanging somewhere up in the air. There is no grounding, there is no belongingness. So I get that he doesn't feel that he belongs in this setup. Okay guys, so I think that is enough. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like the guidance, please like, share and subscribe, and I will see you again. Take care. Bye for now.